Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Shane, and I have been playing Lord of the Rings online for about 3 months, roughly. And as you can see here, I have a level 35 Man Guardian, and I just wanted to share some of the gameplay with you guys. Uh, Mainly show some of the more exciting quests that you could encounter in this game and the landscapes, which really and completely blow my mind. I really love the landscapes in the game, so I really want to share those little gems of Lord of the Rings online with you guys here on YouTube. So if you're looking forward to that sort of content for this game, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, share the video content with your friends, and yeah, you know, drop a comment saying what you like about the game, what strikes you as something that makes you interested in playing, keeps you interested in playing, things like that. Okay, so I've created a new character, Aethelad. He's a level 1 Man Guardian. I'm actually going to enter the game with him for the first time to just take you through the tutorial tonight and maybe a couple quests in the early stages of the game for this character. Right? Um, Disclaimer, I don't know everything there is to know about Lord of the Rings Online, like I said. I've only been playing it for about 3 months.
The chance encounter with brigands upon the road leads to captivity. You awaken with the ranger Strider before you. As he urges you to act quickly, you realize you have become involved in matters much greater than yourself.
Okay, so I actually start off in a jail cell and I'm being rescued by Strider. Strider is that character that we meet in the Lord of the Rings novels. He is a ranger of the north of Middle Earth, and he's actually the chieftain of the rangers in that part of the world. Okay, so let's go straight ahead and follow him out of the jail cell, and he has
Enough!
so he's just taken out 2 Blackwold ruffians, and I'm being told that I need to get this satchel. So I need to face the target in order to open the satchel. Let's go there and do that. Alright, so I want to loot this gear satchel and see what I have gained in my inventory. Inventory management, guys, very critical to this game, especially if you are new. Alright, I'll just share with you guys as we go along some of the ways that I manage my inventory. It's pretty simple, right? So let's see what I got. I did get, so I have a mace. Let me see if I can just zoom into it there. So it's here, right? I have a very crude mace and I have a shield, right? So I can see, so it's a weak mace and it deals 1.7 damage per second. But what I got in the loot, in the satchel, was a hatchet that deals 1.9 damage per second, and it has a small chance of lowering my target's armor by -1. So by right clicking the hatchet, I can equip it on my character, and the kite that the shield that I have equipped is a split kite shield that is 9 armor, 9 armor points, but I want to upgrade that to this wood kite shield that gives me 11 armor points plus 10% ranged defense and plus 16 critical defense. So let's go ahead and right click, and here we have the wood kite shield equipped, right? So we have really 3 bags that we get to start off with. You can purchase more bags in the store, but if you manage these 3 bags properly, I don't really see you having to purchase more inventory slots, really. Let's take a look at our character panel, right? This is my character. Let's see the gear that I have on him. He has 1 leather shirt that's worth 1 armor point, a leather gauntlet, 1 armor point, quilted leggings, 1 armor point, leather boots, 1 armor point. Okay, so there are other gear that I can equip here for him, right? And these are my base stats. Morale 123, hit points essentially, power 39. Power is used to activate your skills, right, in the skill bar at the bottom here. So there are other points that add towards your armor, right, or how you perform in combat. Okay, the skills that I have enabled right now would be Sting, which gives me a quick stinging blow. It deals 6 to 8 common damage, and it costs 1 power to activate. And then Guardian's Ward, which strengthens my defenses briefly, but also deals 9 to 11 common damage to my enemies. Now it also gives me, and this is very important for this character class, plus 2% parry chance, plus 2% block chance, plus 2.5% partial parry chance, minus 5% armor wear from hits, plus 2.5 partial block chance, and it costs me 4 power. Now why is that important? There are some other skills here. The shield swipe, for instance, that requires a block response, and then there's this retaliation skill that requires a parry response. So when entering battle, what I would do is I would activate the Guardian's Ward first, get those 2 percent chance values there, that plus 2% and plus 2% for the parry and the block activated, and I'm going to have a better opportunity to get a block chance, a block response, and a parry response in order to activate these 2. Right, so your skills are kind of linked in this way, if you think about it. Right, so what's happening here with Strider? Well, essentially, are there more things in here? No. So essentially, he has this glowing golden ring above his head. And when you see these rings, it basically means that he has what are called epic quests to share with you. You really want to accept all the epic quests because they are part of the main storyline that Lord of the Rings Online is based upon. There are 2 other types of rings that will appear over NPCs, and we'll get to those in a short bit, but essentially look out for these glowing rings. They're very important.
You must test your will to fight.
Okay, so he's going to challenge me to fight, right? So I have equipped my weapon and my shield, so I can go ahead and activate the combat button or the auto attack mode here. That's going to help me attack Strider just for practice. We're not trying to kill him or anything, right? He's just trying to test our abilities. So okay, the golden flaming ring has appeared again. We need to
let us press on.
Right, so we need to continue the quest following him outside of the jail cell. So some NPCs will guide you through some quest missions, opening doors and other locked areas for you, but sometimes you can open doors on your own and you'll be able to go through when you see these kind of glowing effects on the door. It's basically like a portal that takes you from one area to another. You should see a load screen very briefly. So we're outside. We can just take a look at the environment around us. Very detailed, right? So we need to get through this doorway here to get to Strider. He has the ring again. Let's click on him.
Here is where we must part ways.
Okay, so he's gonna leave, and we have an objective to defeat Salandine's captors, 4 of them. Now it's really important, guys, to read the quest information. Yeah, so you'll understand what's expected of you in the quest. They give you some hints at where things are located. They give you some hints about what you need to do. So yeah, it might be a little it takes a little time to read and understand, but you should go ahead and do that. So what I need to do in this quest is find 2 captives that the Black World have taken. Salandine Brandybuck and Mondo Sackville Baggins. Right? So I'm gonna try to free Salandine first, even though it's Mondo that they want alive. Okay, so let's continue this quest. So Strider says I should find Salandine beyond that gate. Let's go ahead and attack this guy here. Let's activate Guardian Ward. Alright, so I got it. I got some experience. Alright, this is my experience bar here. Alright, I'm currently at 10 out of 100 for my first level. Alright, and we gain experience by slaying enemies or slaying beasts in the game. Right, so I want you to pay attention to when this guy becomes aware of me. There's a little character that appears over his head here. Alright, and that character is very important for you guys to know that the NPC enemy is aware of you, and even if you were trying to be stealthy, you were trying to get past them without engaging in combat, they are going to come at you, right? So as we get closer to this guy, the little character is going to appear, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Right, so he comes at me, right? And every time I kill them, I'm going to get XP points. So just by slaying those 2 guys, I got 20 more XP points. I need to get 70 more to level up. Right, so let's keep going. Let's go through this gate here. Okay, so many stories will unfold before your eyes. Be sure to pay attention to these events to gain insight into your quests. Sometimes you will be momentarily halted in order to watch very important scenes and stories. So there's our last ruffian, and we can see that in our little radar minimap here, he was indicated by a red dot. Alright, so this is Salandine, and she has a flaming red golden ring above her head. Okay, so it means that she's part of the epic quest thread, and now I need to defeat Mondo's captor, so I need to continue this quest. So what she's gonna do now is she's gonna try and draw the Black World enemies' attention away, and we now need to get away from this area. So she's telling me to follow her. So sometimes our quests are guided like this. So we're seeing that the fire has quickly spread, and here is the captor Edric. Right, so making quick work of Mondo's captor, and here is Mondo. So he is safe, and the fire is raging around us. Now he has one of these rings above his head. Let's click on him. Okay, so we need to find Strider and someone called Amdir. Let's continue the quest. Let's follow them out. Now, that flash tells me that something, and this kind of blurry screen tells me something is happening. So we need to pay attention to this. Here we have a Black Rider, and this is Amdir, who's trying to ward the Black Rider off. He has been stabbed with a blade from the Black Rider, and the Black Rider mentioned Baggins. Mondo Sackville Baggins is a Baggins, but I guess not the Baggins he is looking for. The Baggins he is looking for is Bilbo Baggins. Okay, so we're going to. So Strider came to our rescue. There is wounded. The flames are raging around us here. This red box here, guys, we want to stay away from these red boxes. They essentially tell us that the fire effect will damage us if we get too close to it. So stay clear of boxes like these when they appear. Some characters would throw acid at you or even, try to burn you. And the first thing you want to do is kind of like run away from the inside the box. So Salandine has... Okay, I need to talk to Amdir. Okay, so the hobbits are out of danger. He collapses from being stabbed by the blade from the Black Rider. Dr. Strider.
I regret that I was but a moment too late, but all is not lost.
Okay, so he has been stabbed by a Morgul blade. And we're basically at the end of this tutorial. So we want to click finish now.
Wounded by a Black Rider, the ranger Amdir escaped with his charges into the wild, making his way back to the village of Archet.
There, Captain Brackenbrook, a retired sellsword, has allowed Strider and his companions to stay and take respite from their cares.
Okay, so a little cinematic there with Gandalf giving us a voiceover of what took place and where we are right now. So this is the village of Archet, referenced in the Lord of the Rings novels. We can see the name of the village that we're in, or as we explore Middle-earth, we'll see the name of the area that we are in. Oh, someone is asking me to join a fellowship right now. I'll humbly decline that right now, guy. Under the name of the village, we have some coordinates. This tells us exactly where we are on the Lord of the Rings Middle-earth map. Okay. We could just take a look around at this environment we're in. Okay. A lot of NPCs, but also we just encountered another player. He just ran off. But many NPCs here. Especially the vendors. Very important. We'll get to them in a little bit. Okay. Okay, so Salandine is here, and we want to click on her.
Goodness, you're awake. That fellow Amdir seems very ill.
Yeah, so Amdir is ill, definitely. Now, we have a new objective with some rewards. We're going to get 60 copper coins and 1 silver coin for completing this quest. We want to accept it. We could also choose some additional gear for our character. Okay, so we're now being introduced to the quest guide system. Alright, so the quest guide system will help point you to the general area of your tracked quest objectives using the map and radar displays. Once you are in the general area for a quest target, the area name below your minimap will begin to glow. Additionally, the quest tracker helps you check your progress on up to 10 quests at a time. You can open your quest journal to view the details of a quest in the tracker by clicking the icon next to the quest. And then you could also add or remove quests to the quest tracker. So this is your quest tracker, guys, and as you can see, the name of the area under the minimap is glowing in gold there, so that tells me that my next objective is somewhere close by. I just need to turn around, and we're seeing a little ring on the minimap, so that tells me that that's where I need to go next. Right, that's a quest objective there. So here's Amdir and the...
Do not trouble yourself on my account. It is only a chill.
Yeah, guy, it is a chill. It's not a good chill. Alright, so...
There are too many deeds to be done. All pressing, and none of them easy.
Alright, so... Strider's essentially telling us that he has to leave to go accompany Frodo out of the Shire. And now we have to deal with the Black Wolves threat and also help Amdir. Let's click finish. We need to choose one of these gear pieces. So I'll choose the scuffed chainmail breastplate and click finish now.
Perhaps you can help, my friend. Captain Brackenbrook will not heed my warnings.
Alright, so we're on to the intro Captain Brackenbrook, and this is one of the very early quests that we're going to be doing. We wanna go ahead and accept that. Now, I was saying that there are two other types of rings that will appear over NPCs' heads. This is one of them. This is a blue ring. This essentially means that we've already accepted a quest from this character. All we will get when we click on them again is just some information about the quest. And then there's a one other type that we will get to shortly. Right, so I need to talk to Captain Brackenbrook, who's right here. Gonna click on him.
I don't like the look of those rangers one bit.
So I need to talk to 3 people in Archet, right? Asking them if they believe in the Black Wolf threat. Okay, so let's continue this quest. And then what we're seeing here is 3 rings appear, so I need to visit each of these 3 rings and interact with these NPCs. So here is Kate, and she says,
Bothering me.
why am I bothering her? Alright. I'm not bothering you, Kate, I'm sorry. So she thinks it's Archer to save from danger. Let's go to the other one here. Just running through Archet. Here's Constable Thistlewood. Thistlewool, sorry.
Greetings, friend.
So he says the Black Wolves couldn't raid a squirrel nest, let alone our town. So he believes Archet is safe from danger. Right? And we're just following the map to get to the next person. So we can go. So this NPC is actually a vendor, so we want to continue the quest. Alright, so continuing this quest, the people of Archer don't believe what Strider is saying. Alright, so this will be a good place to take a look at some of the vendors. So I have 60 copper pieces, 1 silver piece, no gold pieces. and I got this money from the last quest that I completed by talking to Amdir and Strider. Right? This NPC is selling draughts, right, that we could drink and heal our. Well, this one removes a fear effect, a wound effect, a disease effect, and a poison effect. This simple ration would help us regenerate morale and power out of combat. Let's go ahead and buy one of these because we may need it later on. I could sell items in my inventory to her. Okay. Alright, so I have a couple things here that I can sell. I have the weak mace, you guys remember that. It's worth 1 copper coin, I could sell that. I have the kite shield, I could sell that as well. That's also 1 copper coin. The scuffed chain mail. Actually I didn't equip myself with it. Let me go ahead and do that now. Going into the inventory, I'll find the scuffed chainmail breastplate here. Right click on it, and now it is equipped. If I go back to sell, I'll just sell the leather shirt. Now I could buy back all these items if I wanted to, and I could also repair my gear. Now it's very important that when you're in one of these villages or settlements, whenever you encounter a vendor, that you check to see whether your gear needs repairing, because you don't want to be going into battle with gear that's not as durable. It is going to affect your ability to have a proper defense or even attack, depending on which gear has lost its durability during your other quests and combat. Right? So I always, before I leave any settlement, I try to check my gear, repair it, and head into battle or questing fresh. And that's also why completing the quests, no matter how small they could be sometimes, to get that money, make that coin, is so important. Because these are recurring costs that are going to be taking place within your gameplay and for your character. So it's always good to save up on those coins to do things like, you know, buy rations to help yourself regen, or even give yourself some sort of effects that will be beneficial to you in battle, or even to repair your gear. So let's click on Strider.
The peaceful folk everywhere. It is an enormous task to convince them that evil people with evil intentions will commit evil deeds.
That is so true. So I can go ahead and choose my rewards. I'm gonna get 90 copper pieces for this, and I'm choosing these gauntlets. Click finish now.
Before you try to fight, you must learn what skills you may from the trainer.
Okay, so I have some trait points that I would want to spend, but let's go to the trainer. Let's see what our elites are. Specialization needed. So they're opening up this trait tree panel, and there are basically 3 types of traits that I could specialize in: the Defender of the Free, the Keen Blade, and the Fighter of Shadow. For my other character, the level 35 character that I have, I selected this trait tree for him. I'm gonna select the Keen Blade for this this guy. So I'm gonna go with Spec 2, and this is my points available in terms of trait points, and I want to click on this trait. So what it does, it increases my chance to score critical hits when using combat skills. right? And in order to level up this skill, this trait, sorry, I need to get more trait points. So I'm going to go ahead and click apply and commit to these trait changes. Come out of this. Let's see what else I have here. So let me equip my gauntlets right away. Okay. What is this? Right, these are my rations. Let's head off to my next objective here, which is coming to the Guardian Trainer. Intro.
Could I speak with you a moment?
So I just strike this dummy in the back here. Let's go ahead and click accept and go ahead and strike the dummy. And I need to now strike him with shield swipe. Okay. So coming back to talk to the trainer.
How can I
Back to
be
the
of service?
quest. I'm getting 90 copper, wooden shield, and I could choose one of these. I want to go for the blade. Click finish now. And I got some XP for completing this quest, right? So let's equip the blade one time. Alright, and let's equip the new shield that we have as well. It's 17 armor, sorry, plus 10% range defense and plus 24 critical defense. Okay, so I think we're doing pretty good here, guys. We're doing pretty well, making good progress with this character, getting him some good gear before we head out of the village. We're back to going back to Strider
Do
now.
you feel confident in what you have learned?
Right.
Dear, my poor old friend. A shadow has crept over him.
Okay, so now we need to do something to help Amdir, right? We're looking for medicine, okay, and Strider is asking us if we know of the plant Kingsfoil. It has great power to heal, so we need to talk to the captain for directions to the Kingsfoil. Remedy of the Old King, if you remember in the books. Oh, the captain is here. Strider used Kingsfoil Aethelad in the book to heal Frodo a little bit when he was struck by the Morgul blade from the Witch King.
I don't like the look of those rangers one bit.
Okay, so we need to go look for a guy called a Cobb, and we'll also gather the Kingsfoil leaves to treat Amdir's wound. So we're actually heading out of the settlement now. As you can see here on the minimap, there's a little arrow that's pointing towards where we need to be, and there's an indication of how far away we have to go. So we're exiting the village, and we still have 116 meters before we reach our objective. So this is pretty much running around Middle Earth doing quests. Alright, so this is called a Cobb. Let's click on him.
Well, if it isn't the rumor monger.
Right, so I need to defeat wolves around Bronway's Folly, and then search atop the folly for the source of the wolves. So let's accept. Now I'm being told that there are quest objectives nearby here. Alright, but let's go to... Oh well, there are wolves around here, so I could probably try... Here's one. Okay, so let's click on this guy. He's a level 1 Dusk Wolf. He has 22 hit points. should be easy work for me. He's too far away, so need to get closer to him. I'll attack. Okay, so I defeated him, and I got some XP points. I also got some loot. I got a manji skin, and it's worth 20 copper pieces. This loot is very valuable to me because I need to save up all my money so that I can repair my my gear later on. Here's another wolf. He's a level 2. I should get even more XP from him, 12 XP points. So it's actually counting towards the quest by defeating these wolves. Here's another guy. He's 3, level 3. I should get more XP points from him. 17 XP points, not very bad. Right? Really nice field we're in here, guys. Alright, so we have 2 of them. I'd rather not fight 2 creeps at the same time. Creeps. I'm using like Warcraft terms. Alright, so I've defeated the 4 wolves. Yeah. But I still need to get the King's Foil and also get to Broadway's Folly. So by right-clicking on this quest, I could set the quest guide focus to where I need to go to get to Broadway's Folly. So I'm in the general correct direction. So I'm heading towards this structure up here, and I guess this is Broadway's Folly. As I get closer, as I get closer, I should see oh, here's the King's Foil. Here's the first one, so we can pick it one time. Okay. This guy is here as well. He's on the same quest as I am. Let's continue exploring Bronwyn's Folly. Right. So I'll pick mine. Right. Here's the 4th one. So what I like to do is basically accept a bunch of quests at the settlement if there are available quests, and then head out and try to complete as many of them as I can before returning to the settlement, or returning to the characters that that gave them to me. Right, so I level up again. Let's go back to the character panel. We need to go to our traits panel. We have an available point. Let's see what this one gives us. Heavy weapons trading increases damage dealt with two-handed weapons at each of your skills. Let's specialize here. Apply that. Yes. Right, so we need to still keep exploring this ruin, and we could keep slaying these guys. We're actually building up loot, very valuable loot here. Now at 80 copper pieces, 60 copper pieces. I need to get to the top of the ruins. There's a strange banner here. Let's inspect it. So somebody approaches. Here's, so I need to defeat this guy. Okay. Right. So I got some XP for defeating him. And now I need to make my way back. So let's go back down the stairs. And just keep heading down. Okay, so I actually need to get back to Calder Cobb, right? So I still have some running to do. Now there's a guy, a Blackwold spy up here, and it makes sense, and I like this little very small detail that the spy would be close to where Archet is because, you know, they are planning to attack. So that the woods creeping and crawling with spies would make sense, right? That they would be keeping watch on you. But that also presents a danger to you, because if you're running through the woods, you can encounter these guys. Alright, so let's talk to Calder.
Impossible! A weakling like you defeated the Wolf Master?
Alright, so we need to return to Strider now with the King's Foil. Alright. A lot of running.
Calder Cobb is a traitor. Danger has found you earlier than I predicted. I cannot decide which is more dangerous right now. Calder Cobb's treachery, or the ignorance of Captain Brackenbrook.
Okay, so now we've gotten another quest to question Otto the Brigand about his ties to the Black Wolves. Right, so let's accept that. Right, and we need to go in this direction because this guy is actually captured and we can talk to him.
Boy, you there! Let me go! Calder Cobb can vouch for me!
Alright, so I need to talk to the jailer.
What can I do for you?
Right, so the jailer says, I believe you that Archet is under threat. Go back and tell the captain that. So I need to talk to the captain.
How can you say this?
So I want to finish.
Cobb has been loyal to me since he was a boy.
Let's take the boots. Click finish now.
I suppose it would be wise
And
to
level up
investigate your
again.
claim.
And I have some new skills. I have a sweeping cut. I have a breach. I have overwhelm, retaliation, my shield swipe, and I need to talk to Cal Sprigley to assess the Blackwood threat. I want to click accept. There are some other quests available here as evidenced by the rings that are appearing in my minimap. Right, there's another quest from Celandine. But I don't think I want to take her quest. Mondo Baggins has a better quest for me.
You there? I'm hungry.
So he wants me to collect boar meat for his next meal. And I'm gonna get a copper band. What is she giving
Oh,
me?
you look so changed since last night.
She wants to make some tea for dear. She wants to give me mushrooms. I guess I'll take it. Right, so those two guys had like just plain gold rings over their heads, and that is the third type of a ring that will appear over the NPCs' heads in the game. So we have the flaming gold ring, which is the epic quest the normal gold ring, which are normal quests, side quests essentially, and then the blue ring that gives you information about the quest if you go back to the NPC. So I want to follow this quest guide. I have a little bit of running to do. Alright. But I'm going to be getting... I should be looking out for boars in the bushes, right? As I go along, in order to complete the quest for Mondo, because that's what my guide is set at right now. So there's a spy. Oh, here's a piglet. Let's attack him and get his attention and then get out of there. And he's gonna follow us out, so you can see what he looks like. Right, so there he is. $22 XP, not bad at all, right? And this weekend you get plus 25% experience gain on monster kills, crafting, quest completions, legendary items, and mounted combat XP. So these quests are really going to help me level up pretty quickly, and I'm gonna get some good rewards as well. Okay, as well as loot. This guy's a little tough. He's actually level 5, so he was a level higher than me. 27 XP there, not bad. What do I have in the bush there? That's a spy. I have spies all around me. Let's check my loot. Right, the loot tally keeps going up. I have another piglet here. If you hang around some areas, guys, the beasts are going to respawn in the general area. Sometimes, from my experience, and I don't know if this is the experience for everyone else, but sometimes, like when you get taken to a particular location, there are only a limited number of targets. Whether it's a specific type of enemy you have to slay, or a specific type of beast you have to slay, and you just need to hang around to basically wait until they respawn in order to, you know, get the numbers that you need to achieve in order to complete the quest. Right, so I'm just making my way through the bushes here. I'm trying to get to Carl Sprigley's place. So this is the farm here. I should have taken the road, right? But I guess I could just jump. I guess I could just jump the wall. So this is Sprigley Farm. There's my... Right, so here's Carl.
A stranger, eh? You're the best thing that's happened to us all day. Our best hope is to get help from Cone, our neighbors. They will not let Archet fall to brigands.
Okay, so we definitely want to accept this quest. Okay, it is part of the epic quests, and here Will Wheatley has a quest for us. He wants us to find his father and some other farm hands. We're gonna get some really cool weapons here, so we want to definitely accept this quest. And here we have a provisioner.
What can I do for you?
Who may want to sell us things. Let's check and see whether our gear needs repairing. Our shield needs to repair. It'll cost us 1 copper piece. We can go ahead and repair that quickly. Let's see. We got the cloak, 16 armor. Let's equip it. We got the boots. Let's equip that as well. Alright. So yeah, let's loot some of this these
What can
items.
I do for you?
Okay, so I want to sell the fur, and I want to sell the skin. I also want to sell the hatchet, and the leather boots, and the gauntlets. Right. I need to equip. Okay, I have the wooden shield equipped. I want to sell the kite. Right. And now I've increased my coins to 8 silver pieces and 78 copper pieces, which isn't bad for at least 1 hour of gameplay. So I have my next objective, courageous farmhands. I have a couple of them actually. Plea for aid. If I click on this one in my quest log, right, I actually want to set the quest guide focus. That's in the opposite direction, 195 meters. I have Salandine's quest to do. That is 200 meters away, and I need to return to Mondo with his boar meat. So I've quite a bit to do, guys. Moving forward, but this is a safe area for me to be in. Right, I think I would end the gameplay here. Right, and we'll definitely continue it the next time I see you. So again, if you like this content, if you like the little explanations I'm going through with you guys based on my experience, based on some of the things I've read, some of the things I've seen online, go ahead and click the subscribe button, like, share, comment. I'd really appreciate it. You know, I really enjoy playing this game. Pretty much a big fan of any content that is Lord of the Rings affiliated, so it was pretty much a natural thing for me to gravitate to this game when I got the chance. All right, so that's it. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Stay frosty.